So a very good morning to all the respected members of Ahmedabad branch and all the members of ICAI who have joined in from other branches to Ahmedabad in the two-day national conference on MSME and startups, which has been organized by the Committee on MSME and Startup, which is led by CA Dheeraj Khandelwal sir, who is Central Council member. And sir, we thank you for giving Ahmedabad branch this opportunity. And we also thank the chairperson of Ahmedabad branch, C. Dr. Anjali Choksi, who has done the meticulous planning. And this MSME conference focuses on how the MSMEs can scale up the business. And we also wholeheartedly welcome the chief guest for this two-day conference, Shri Vikas Gupta ji, who is Indian Enterprise Development Services Joint Director, MSME DFO Ahmedabad. Sir, we welcome you to Ahmedabad branch. Also welcoming respected Central Council member C.A. Purushottam Khandelwal sir. He was yesterday in Bhubaneswar sir and traveling day and night, and he is now present with us in Ahmedabad. Welcoming Vice Chairperson of the branch C.A. Sunil Sanghvi sir, immediate past Chairman C.A. Bishan Shah sir, Treasurer of the branch C.A. Rinkesh Shah sir, and my committee colleague C.A. Samir Chaudhary. So welcoming all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais and all the respected members. Now I request all the respected members to please rise for the ICAI motto.
Yaesha supteshu jagrati Yaesha supteshu jagrati Kamam 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 Pursho nirvimanaha Tadeva shukram Tad Brahma Tadeva mritamujjate Tasmin lokaha shataha Sarve tadunatyati kaschan Etadvaita
The blessings of Lord and the grace of Almighty always bestows its blessings upon us, and for that we need the Almighty's blessings, and for that I request all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais to please join us for the lighting of lamp. So requesting all.
Gurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah Shubham Gurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah Shatru buddhi vinashaya Deepajyotir namostute Deepajyotir namostute Shubham.
Now requesting the chairperson of branch, C. Dr. Anjali Choksi madam, to welcome the chief guest, Shri Vikas Gupta sir, with a memento. Applause for sir. So we welcome you to the Ahmedabad branch and the conference. And it's my pleasure and honor to welcome Central Council member Dheeraj Khandelwal sir, who is also the chairman of the MSME and Startup Committee ICAI. So we welcome you to the branch and thank you once again. Requesting Vice Chairperson of Ahmedabad branch, C.A. Sunil Sanghvi sir, to welcome respected Central Council member Purushottam Khandelwal sir. Continuous guidance to us. And actually when we talk of MSME doesn't give us the feeling what it should be. तो इसको अगर हिंदी में बोला जाए तो सूक्ष्म, लघु और मध्यम इकाइयाँ. तो the purpose of organizing this two-day national conference is that how we practicing chartered accountants can help our clients who are in Sukshma to scale up to Laghu and to Laghu to Madhyam, and who are in Madhyam to scale up as large scale units. So the focus is on how we can be partners to nation building. We have been speaking upon it, and most of our clients belong to these three categories, only the maximum clients. So how we can be helpful to them in scaling up the business. So with these words, I request the chairperson of branch, Dr. Anjali Choksi, to speak more about this two-day national conference and also the initiatives of Ahmedabad branch in near future.
Esteemed Chief Guest for today's National Conference on MSME, Shri Vikas Gupta ji, Joint Director MSME DFO Ahmedabad, Central Council members under whose leadership this 2 days program is organized, CA Dheeraj Khandelwal and CA Purushottam Khandelwal, Vice Chairperson CA Sunil Sanghvi, Secretary CA Abhinav Malviya, past Chairman CA Bhishan Shah, the whole team of Managing Committee members, Samir Bhai, Neerav Bhai, Rinkesh Bhai. I also acknowledge the presence of two esteemed guests, Dr. Tushar Patel, CEO from GTU, Dr. Pankaj Rai Patel, Director, Graduate School of Business Studies, GTU, senior members and my dear friends. Welcome to this two beautiful National Conference on MSME and Startup. We all know that MSME is the backbone of the Indian economy. And we chartered accountants play a very significant role in this. Generally, when I talk to chartered accountant, ये conference क्यों attend करने की? खाली MSME registration करने के लिए नहीं. There is many things which you will learn in these 2 days apart from the registration. As Abhinav rightly pointed, that the 2 days conference is beautifully structured so that you get all aspects of MSME. We all know that now we are moving from compliance-based practice to advisory practices. The role of CFOs is now shifting to CEOs because the society is trusting us that CAs are no more only known for finance. We can handle every aspects of the business, not only financial planning and analysis, not only audit and assurance, not only accounting and bookkeeping. Now we need to move to advisory mode. And that is why we have a beautiful session today, how CAs can provide business advisory services to the clients. And that's why we have a very good faculty from Bangalore, and he will tell us how you can transform the business. Other aspects, which is again we had discussed half an hour back, the legal awareness. You all must be knowing that before we proceed to any other court, MSME itself has an arbitration and mediation panel. So how you can protect your client before going to any other court? What are the advantages there apart from the interest rate, apart from getting payment in 45 days? So there is a special fireside chat session on legal awareness where you can find out how you can protect the interest of the client from the legal side. We also have a panel discussion on tech startups. You all know that digitization is the key and how startups are using this digital platform. We have also taken a session on how technology can transform the MSME business, where we are going to discuss one from the service sector, one from the manufacturing sector, and one from the trading sector. तो आपको पता चले जब वो discuss करेंगे कि कौन से functions में digital tools use हुए हैं and how it has transformed the business. So this is the way we have planned the whole 2 days national conference, and we have kept more panel discussion where you can have more discussion, more Q&A. You can ask the question. Our esteemed faculty for the first session, GB Modi sir, and I don't remember since how many years he had been talking about the central schemes of MSME. So welcome, sir. And the last month, we also had a session on state schemes. So we have not taken the state schemes in the national. We have only taken the central schemes. And yes, discussion with Dheeraj Khandelwal sir, we are soon going to have the MSME help desk at Ahmedabad branch. So whatever queries you have, you can easily approach branch, and there will be people from the ministry as well who will be helping us. So once again, welcome. And I would also like to share that we have started this cultural evening. पूरा दिन पढ़ने के बाद आराम से हम relax कर सके. So today we have a special cultural evening, sir. We have a play, you all, those who were there on 15th August, we had a play on Naya Bharat, what India will be at the rate 2047, and the auditorium was full, and we had many requests from the members that please have it again. So we are going to have in the evening 6 to 7 a play on Naya Bharat, how India will be at the rate 2047, followed by a musical band and a dinner. And I'm sure these 2 days will give you enough guidance how to transform your traditional business to advisory mode, what value addition services you can give to the client, and wish you all a happy 2 days learning session, a great networking session, and if you have any suggestions, we all are free. Thank you, and I once again welcome you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for setting the right tone and the energetic address by you. And now I request the Central Council member, C. Purushottam Khandelwal, sir, to please address the gathering. Sir is Chairman of Continuing Professional Education Committee and Vice Chairman of Members in Entrepreneurship and Public Service, and also Convener of RBA Directorate. Sir, if you could please address.
Good morning. Chief guest for the today's function, Vikas Gupta ji, my colleague in the Central Council member and Chairman of MSME and Startup Committee, धीरज भाई खंडेलवाल. The main known for the action, धीरज भाई का काउंसिल में नाम है कि धीरज भाई को कोई भी सी कमेटी दे दो, उस कमेटी को कैसे अच्छे से अच्छे करने का वो धीरज भाई कर सकते हैं. Is working with scale and speed both. नोन फॉर द इनोवेटिव थॉट्स. जिन्होंने इनको स्टार्टअप फेयर मुंबई में देखा होगा धीरज भाई के काम को, काफ़ी लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं जो धीरज भाई को, सो धीरज भाई को कोई भी काम दे दो वो काम अच्छे से होना ही है. फर्स्ट लेडी चेयरपर्सन ऑफ दिस अहमदाबाद ब्रांच, वेरी डायनामिक, इनोवेटिव, रोज़ रोज़ मैडम नया कुछ ढूंढ के लेके आते हैं. अब मैं तो रहता नहीं इधर, लेकिन जब भी देखता हूँ तो मैडम का कोई नया प्रोग्राम लॉन्च होता रहता है. सो शी इज़ डूइंग वेरी वंडरफुल जॉब. वाइस चेयरपर्सन of the Ahmedabad branch, calm and cool, Sunil Bhai, ready for the take charge in the next chairman. Yes, sportsman and my dear friends, Abhinav Malviya secretary, immediate past secretary of the dais, Neerav Agrawal ji, past treasurer of the branch, Samir Chaudhary ji, immediate past chairman of Ahmedabad branch, Bishan Shah, Rinkesh Bhai, faculty, GB Modi ji, Tushar Bhai, Pankaj Bhai, and respected all my good friends, members. It gives me immense pleasure to be amongst you. This is my hometown, home page. Yesterday, I was at Bhubaneswar with the Finance Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Dharmendra Pradhan ji, where they spare a special time and come to the ICAI program, because we are working under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Sir. Our parent body is the Corporate Affairs. We are reporting to the Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and she was very happy with the work which is done by ICAI. She was extremely happy with the last year work done by Dheeraj Bhai. 75 days, 75 cities and MSME यात्रा निकाली थी. और उनके MSME यात्रा के कारण जो रजिस्ट्रेशन थे MSME में लोगों के, वो सीधे डबल हुए. नॉट ओनली दिस, मैडम ने कल ये भी बोला कि इंडिया में कुल 19,100 जिप कोड है, पिन कोड नंबर है, और 19,100 पिन कोड में से 17,000 पिन कोड में सीए की प्रेजेंस है. सर, सो नॉट ओनली कि सीए मेगा सिटी में है या बड़ी सिटी से है, मेट्रो सिटी से, हर छोटे से गांव से भी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है. और इस साल हमारा लक्ष्य है कि इंडिया के जितने भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, पूरे इंडिया के, कम से कम आईसीआई का एक रीडिंग रूम हो, कैरियर काउंसलिंग हो, लोगों को सीए के बारे में पता चला. दिस ईयर ICAI is celebrating, sir, 75th year of inception. Sir, our institute has been incepted on the 1st July 1949. That is the before adoption of the Constitution of India. The first meeting of the council was held on 15th August 1949 at Delhi. The meeting was chaired by first president of ICAI, GP Kapadia ji. And that time they have invited the finance minister of India. And after 75, we have invited the finance minister at Delhi, Bhubaneswar. So it's a coincidence. And that time the finance minister told that the ICAI has been set up for the special purpose, advice to government for direct tax structure, indirect tax structure, and corporate structure. So our born by Parliament. We are responsible to Parliament. We are enjoying absolutely privilege that our signature is carry more power than the signature of Prime Minister of this country. That is said by the Prime Minister, not by Purushottam Khandelwal. So we are doing a wonderful job. Sir, currently we are having 169 branch across the country. 5 regional council member, 5 regional council office, 8 lakh 50,000 student, 4 lakh member, 47 countries, 79 cities of the world. That is the strength of ICAI. So the YH Malegaon, the past legendary president of ICAI, told that what is the success of this noble profession? Whether by the power we enjoy, whether by number we have, but he told that the respect we command from the society. आप सब लोग हैं और अगर सोसाइटी में जाके बैठेंगे कि मैं चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हूँ तो आपको अलग नज़र से देखते हैं. तो दैट इज़ दी सीए की वैल्यू है. लास्ट ईयर वी हैव ऑर्गेनाइज वर्ल्ड ग्लोबल conference at Mumbai, where the 8,000 delegates across the world was there. That the grand success of this conference, and after this, Ahmedabad proudly announced that we are hosting this time at Mahatma Mandir, Gandhinagar. जिन्होंने रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं कराया वो जरूर करवा देना. That is a unique opportunity because of the president from our hometown. He bring this conference at Ahmedabad, Mahatma Mandir, and it's a very, very important. We are expected delegate 7 to 8,000, and we are invited all these players in KPO, BPO across the world. So you please don't miss the opportunity. It's the hometown. Still the date has been gone. After you are paying some additional fee, you can register. This year I are having a committee for continuous professional education, and where we are launching a one portal from across the India. All 169 branch with all the POU will register at same portal. All the program will be listed at same place, and your attendance will be also marked by the OTP. So there is no need to sign, not biometrics, but whenever you attend and go home, you will get the OTP, and real time your attention will be marked. Last year I was having a vice chairman of committee for member in practice, where we did lot of works, and last year we come with the office practice management software. Still those who have not downloaded this software, please download this absolutely free of cost. 20,000 software आपके लिए, how to maximum utilization of the resources. जो जिन्होंने नहीं किया है वो जरूर करें. I will not take much of time. Dhiraj bhai here. So let's heard from the Dhiraj bhai. Thank you so much.
So thank you for the words of wisdom, and not taking much time, I request Central Council member CA Dheeraj Khandelwal sir to address the August gathering, chairperson of this committee on MSME and Startup ICAI. Sir, please.
Dignitaries on the dais, and today chief guest Vikas Gupta ji, the first lady of this Ahmedabad branch, and dynamic, I can say it's and proactive Anjali Choksi, Abhinav Malviya, Sunil Singhvi, and of course a very close friend of mine from last 17-18 years. I know him since long, when I came to the regional council in 2006. Since then, he's my good friend, and from last I can say it's 1.5 years, which I have seen him. Previously, seen him as like a friend. Now seen him as a council colleague, a go-getter in the institute. Whatever the work been given by the council or been the president, he always be a go-getter, never say no, always be ready for the work, for the members and the students, and always be deliberative in the council for the benefit of the professions. So, Purushottam Khandelwal ji. And of course, in audience, I can say it's one of the prominent person which I met last year, the immediate past chairman, Bisansa, who steer this MSME and startup very strongly and taken into the map of the ICI. The reason being that I'm heading this committee from last 3 years, and started this committee from myself. And as I was thinking about the startup, though was fully focused on the MSME, and then thought about let's have the startup events and working, and immediately picked up by the Bishan Shah across India, and had one MOU with the iHub, and beautifully organized the residential startup summit, and not only in the taking the lead in the Ahmedabad, but across the Gujarat, and was motivator for me to have the startup pair, I can say it. So Vishan Saab and Sameer Chaudhary, Rinkesh, Neerav, um, of course, another person I can say it's when I started this committee 3 years before. The first person I came into my mind, what need to understand the MSME. Then I was thinking, because I never been part of the MSME, but I have to work on it. The immediately guider, I can say it's across India. The very first year in 2021, we had more than 115 programs across India, though it's a lockdown kind of situation, the COVID, and highlighted the national program on the subsidies, and as well as the state government subsidies across India, came out various books, and helped each and everything is none other than the speaker of today is GB Modi. So I'm welcoming him. So that's I think the journey which we started in this particular MSME startup, the very first year who helped, and that year was we started with the portal msme.ici.org. If you see that portal, you find out the complete comparison statements, and also recognize Sethi, who's also from Mumbai, Sachin Sethi, and working tirelessly. I can say it's on MSME for the help of the MSME, and he continuously helping all the MSMEs in this area by digitalizing the entire software, technology, all helping. A lot of things are there. I'll request him to brief also to the audience. And Viraksa from Mumbai, he's also propagating the work of the MSME and the policies of the ICAI, everything. So I was briefing that the first year was completely on the education part of it, awareness part of it about the MSMEs and their policies. But what it was in my mind, that the mind came about the MSME represent in India's the economy, the GDP contribution is about 30 to 40%. When I compare it with the global economy is about 60% contribution of the GDP comes from the MSME. And there's a wide gap in India's and as well as the international benchmark. 30 to 60 is just a double. Now it's 40% contributions are there for MSME. And that is why the government of India has completely emphasizing about the focus on the MSME. Because when we have to develop our India and growth of the India, the MSME has to be strengthened. MSME need to be worked upon it. The reason being that out of 100% MSMEs, if we talk about MS micro, small, medium enterprises, 93 to 94% are from the micro industries. Around, we have estimation about though the government of India's estimates about 6 crore to 8 crore units, but it's more than the number, 10 crore units, I can say it's which was in 2021, up July 21. And then after 22, they added the traders, small businessmen also. So that also can add more than 10 crore units. So if you talk about the complete MSME, whether it's the industries or the traders, it must be around 20 crore on and up. Though we don't have the actual data, and but we can estimate around estimates around 15 to 20 crore MSMEs are there. And if if we talk about MSME 20 crores, 93 to 94% is a micro. If you just see the website, you will find mostly UP, Tamil Nadu, lot of other states are there. So you will find 90 to 94% from this area micro, and hardly around 2 to 3% are small, and medium in around 1 or 2%. 1 or 2%. And you can see that, that's how it is. And if we compare that, the growth how to come, the growth is going to become when the macro become medium, micro becomes small, and small going to medium. So that is the reason, we need to have work on the MSME area, and what we need to do it, all chartered accountant, those are working in the economy, working with the industries, hand to hand, need to strengthen the MSME. How it is? I think Anjali was mentioning about the advisory services, all services beautifully, drafted entire 2 days course content. And when I was going through it, definitely you rightly said the tone about the solution provider. Chartered accountant is a solution provider. And we forgot about ourselves being a solution provider. We worked continuously from last 30 years as a compliance provider, compliance service provider. And I was going through it, then I was checking it out, when the tax audit started, 1983, 1984, the tax audit started. Before that, what? Nothing was there. No GST, no sale tax, nothing was there. 83, 84, the tax audit started. Then only we came into the close connect with the compliance work. Before that, we were just like, we are advisor, solution provider. We forget ourselves from last 30 years, 35 years in the matrix of the compliances, and completely busy in the morning to evening in the GST filing work, income tax return filing work, or any kind of work in the matrix need to be put on it. We forget we used to provide advisory services to the client. We forgot we need to provide all related, whether it's how to lend to be procured, what are the subsidies going to be there, how the tax planning need to be done, how the current aspects are there in the all legal related matter, or whether it's a social or digitalization matter, all related aspects which we forgotten. Now the time has again came. This is the time for our people to work on the all advisory services, business solution provider. And it's not only in range, though we are already providing it, but we are not charging it. The client who used to call us, हमको लैंड कहाँ लेनी है, कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करना है, पैसा कहाँ लगाना है, but वो सब services included है in the audit fees. But we never marketed ourselves. These are the services areas there, which is separate from the compliances work. And once we start marketing ourselves, these are the separate package, and definitely people will come forward to take these services and get the benefited. When we see it in the industries, who runs this industry or listed entities? Who runs it? Board, right? No, not an owner. Who's there in the board? Of course, CFO, CEO, CMO, and all kind of people. Different tasks are given to them. And that's why the industry is prospering, because the all professional people, like chartered accountant as a position of the CFO, or maybe the different positions are there, they're working on it. Not a, like a owner. So now if the same concept being introduced in the MSME, like a CFO services, CXO services, or any other services, definitely these MSME going to prosper. Now they know the business, but they don't know about how to do the business. What are the procedural aspects, what need to decision making, what are the risk, and what are the finance are there. And if these all services being provided by us, definitely the MSME's growth engine going to start, and continuously gearing up. And people are not aware of what the government schemes are there. In the finance also, whether in the subsidy scheme also, people are not aware of it. And now these schemes need to be guided by us and steered by us. I think this is the main motto of having such kind of conferences, where we can guide the entrepreneur to be an MSME. And once if they were wanted to be in the business and become a micro, we need to gear up to scale up till they become industries. And if they become the industries, of course, the finance, whether it's a debt or whether it's a equity, and after the equity, then IPO. These all the topics been covered. And technology, definitely technology has been our part of the current life cycle. We know that, we used to have, before 96, 95, we used to do the Bhai Khata, right? Now it's computerized. Completely computerized tele system or the SAP systems are there. So we have changed the entire thought. We have changed the systems. We used to do the dialing of a call by the phone numbers. Now, then seen the pager, then seen the different, now a mobile phone. Every 2 years, the technology is changing the mobile phone. The smartphones are coming. The same way, the businesses also need to be upgraded with the technology. And most of the businesses, with add up the technology, becoming a startup. MSME is the same, but the startup is with the technology and scalability, the business going to be startup. And now the same idea, same business, same working, if we take up to the world level with the use of technology, it's become a startup. How to get the funding for them, how to have the presentation of that, how to value for that. And that is the reason our committee also came out a portal, which is a startup.icai.org, and we have the incubation centers, and we have the complete digital ecosystem in the website where you can get the mentorship, funding, each and everything over there. Co-founder, everything you will find it. And continuously organizing numbers of events on the startup. Tomorrow we have same events, startup event at Rajkot, and we 1 month before we had Startup Spear at Mumbai, the largest events, and going to be there across India to have the startup ecosystem in our institute, showing that we chartered accountant used to be earlier a two stream, whether one is the industries or in the practice. Now we are also in the second stream in the entrepreneurship, in the startup. And this is nothing new. I am telling you, 1992, there was the time the Bombay Stock Exchange given the card to the 92 peoples, and a majority were the chartered accountant, like Anand Rathi, Motilal Oswal, all these people, they got the membership card in 92. And since then, they are becoming an entrepreneur, they are the successful entrepreneur. And so that's why now the entrepreneur's thought process is being changed with the software technology and all. So now most of the chartered accountant, I've seen it, are working in this area. And today, till now, I met around 80 people. Those are successful chartered accountant entrepreneurs are there in the startup. And in the last conference, I invited more than 7 unicorns who was a chartered accountant. So that's the scale up of the startup are there. Now people are helping them, becoming a service provider also. We have a certificate course on the startup as well as in the MSME. So MSME, just knowing that these are the areas are there, but you need to sharpen your skill on the different, because we don't know about what the NICIC do, what are the NICIC activity, how they fund it. So lot of schemes are there. In detailing, their certificate course are there. The both MSME and startup. I urge each and every people, let's join this particular course. This is going to be course, sharpen your skill, as well excel yourself in the particular business area or this service area. So with this, I'm thankful for the Anjali Choksi for organizing such great event. And definitely, I'm sure about it, within the 2 days deliberations, on the various topics, which is already highlighted by the Anjali. Going to be a great insight for you and learning for you, and you will definitely learn from this area. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. Actually, in last 3 years, you have touched the roots and soul of MSME and startups and guided the chartered accountants not only how to guide MSME to scale up their business, but also how to be us us as an entrepreneur or a starter. So with those words, now I request the chief guest of the conference, Shri Vikas Gupta, sir, IEDS, Joint Director, MSME, DFO. Sir, with your kind permission, I am cutting short the introduction and for the proximity of time, sir, please. Sir.
Good morning, everyone. The dignitaries sitting on dais, Mr. Purushottam Khandelwal Sahab, Dheeraj Bhai, Anjali ma'am, Abhinav Malviya ji, Sunil Sanghvi ji, and all the chartered accountants participants. I am immensely pleased to participate in the National Conference on MSME and Startups being organized by ICAI. Indeed, there is a lot of scope for growth and development of MSME sector. In the recent past, the government has taken number of significant initiatives which reaffirm the government's commitment to provide a conducive and healthy environment for growth of MSMEs. Government of India vision for year 2047, as Anjali ma'am has already pointed out, has envisaged that MSMEs will be the forefront of the growth and economic development of the country will be led by them. The government endeavor is to make MSME Agrani, Adhunik and Atmanirbhar. Indeed, we will be able to do so. Already, we have seen how resilient this sector has been in coping up with the challenges posed by the devastating pandemic. The government has been sensitive to these issues, and through the announcements under Atmanirbhar Bharat consecutive budget, government has providing relief to and support to MSME sector, which has been spread across sectors and subsectors and is multidimensional. I will give you 10 such recent examples. First, the ambit of the MSME sector has been widened not just in the terms of definition, but also in terms of the requirement. The change in definition in 2020 meant that more number of entrepreneurs could be categorized as MSMEs. The bringing of traders in MSME definition in 2021 was indeed path-breaking. Khandelwal Sahab has already pointed out this thing. Further, since 11th Jan 2023, informal micro enterprises which do not have PAN cards have also been recognized as MSMEs and can avail priority sector lending benefits from bank as per the RBI guidelines. Second, to encourage MSMEs to grow, our notification dated 18th October 2022 has extended all non-tax benefits for 3 years, even if enterprise move upward in their categorization. Means from micro to small upgradation or small to medium or medium to large, even though they are able to get the benefit for next 3 years of the previous category benefits. Third, government has infused rupees 9,000 crore in CGTMSE scheme. This is known as Credit Guarantee Fund Trust Scheme for micro and small enterprises, which will provide an additional collateral-free guaranteed credit of rupees 2 lakh crore. Also, the credit limit to MSEs has enhanced to rupees 5 crore. Earlier, it was 2 crores, and the reduction in the annual guarantee fee has been introduced it has been reduced up to 0.37%. Earlier, it was 1 to 1.5%. Fourth, government emergency credit guarantee scheme launched amidst the first wave of COVID has extended guarantee to 1.13 crore MSMEs from a guarantee amount of rupees 2.3 lakh crore. It was a huge amount which has supported a pandemic during the pandemic period. Fifth, the CPSUs, Central Public Sector Enterprises, have procured 34% of their annual procurement in the last year from the micro and small enterprises against their mandatory requirement of 25%. So these are the parameters, or these are the pointers from where we can say that government is really supporting this sector. Sixth, our Z certification, zero defect, zero effect certification, and the lean manufacturing competitiveness program helps MSMEs in maintaining quality and producing products with zero effect on environment and zero defect manufacturing with enhanced productivity. The seventh point, which I am just telling you about the government support to MSMEs, is the announcement of Honorable Prime Minister on 15th August, 5 days before, to launch a rupees 13,000 crore scheme in the name of PM Vishwakarma, whose focus is to promote traditional artisans and craft peoples of urban India. The scheme will be launched on coming 17th September 2023, that is on Vishwakarma Divas. और उस दिन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का जन्म दिवस भी है. 8th budget 2023 has announced that MSMEs which lost their performance guarantee being because of the pandemic has returned 95% of the amount they forfeited, and the payments made to MSEs. MSEs means micro and small enterprises, has been included in the section 43B of Income Tax Act, and deduction for the such payments would be allowed only when actually paid. I think you all are very much aware with this, all of these developments. 9th, the government recent initiatives have focused on ease of registration, ease of access of finance, ease of access of technology, ease of skilling, ease of procurement, and ease of marketing. 10th, in case of the MSMEs have any grievances, they can approach to our MSME Champions desk, and that is a portal, and the MSME is sure to get a response. Apart from this, testing centers and technology centers of Ministry of MSME are working for MSMEs for their access to testing and for their state-of-art technology requirements. Apart from this, I would like to spell out few schemes within a minute or two, because it's an inaugural session, and I won't think that we would discuss all of these schemes of the Ministry of MSME, but I would like to highlight few of them. A scheme named Prime Minister Employment Generation Program provides 25 to 35% subsidy for setting up of new enterprises. Financial assistance available for MSC clusters, micro and small clusters, and artisan clusters under MSc Cluster Development Program and Spurti schemes respectively. Under this MSc Cluster Development Program, we are supporting the projects up to 30 CR. And for marketing support, we are providing, we are running two schemes named Procurement and Marketing Support, and another is International Cooperation Scheme, through which we are providing marketing support to them. And there are so many other schemes called Business Incubation Scheme. We are inviting the applications by organizing hackathons. 2 hackathons we organized, rather 3, one for especially women. Hackathons we invited, and we have invited the idea for conversion of their ideas into a viable business entity. And per idea we have provided 15 lakh, around 500 plus ideas were supported under this scheme. We are providing support for acquiring patent, domestic as well as international patent, trademark, geographical indication registration, design protection, and there are so many other IP protections. We are providing reimbursement for these things. And one design scheme is there through which we are providing the support up to 40 lakhs for enhancement of their designs to inculcate the attributes, features in their product design. There are so many other things. I think Udyam registration, Khandelwal Sahab has already spelled out that Udyam registration is the basic thing. Ma'am has also told. But beyond that, you have to think, and you as a business development service provider, you can do a lot for MSMEs. And there are so many other things. Micro, small enterprises facilitation council, I think you are well aware, which provide a support to micro and small enterprises. If the supplier is not giving their payments, releasing their payments within 45 days, they can go very well to their facilitation council of their respective state. And this is the very easy tool, and all MSMEs, all micro and small enterprises are availing this benefit. And one new development from RBI and ministry has come up, that is called Trades Platform. This is a discounting system. I think we all should know about this thing. And there are so many other things. Self-Reliance India, 10,000 crores we have infused in that thing. And we are providing equity support to the entrepreneurs or to the MSMEs those who have become mature and they wanted to upscale their business. And distress assess fund, 4,000 crore scheme is also there for the 6 units. There are so many things which MSMEs are required to get the benefit, and you people can very well become a channel partner to facilitate government schemes, initiative, and incentives and programs, and help them to get the benefit. Wishing all you good luck for your endeavor as chartered accountant. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
So we could surely feel the enthusiasm and the initiatives of the government, and how you are eager, the government is eager to help the MSME and the traders, businessmen, and the manufacturers in the society at large, and how chartered accountant can help all of them in scaling up the business. So thank you so much, sir, for your kind presence and words of wisdom. It's my honor and pleasure to thank the Central Council member Dheeraj Khandelwal, sir, the chairperson of this committee, Purushottam Khandelwal, sir, Central Council member from Ahmedabad, chairperson madam Sunil Sanghvi, sir, vice chairperson, all the dignitaries of the dais as well, and thank you all for joining us in the inaugural session. We are starting off with the first session right away. So I request the coordinator for the first session, CA Vedant Parikh, to escort the speaker. And we will be starting with the first session right away. Thank you so much, all the dignitaries, for joining us for the inaugural session. And thank you, Chief Guest, sir, once again. Thank you so much, sir.